Okay, so, I just wanted to make a video of a lot of the products that I have that I think are kind of disappointing and are not worth the hype, in my opinion. Just like some random stuff that I've bought that I don't really like and I would not recommend to anybody else. Also, sorry my room is like a complete mess. I have no explanation, I'm sorry. So I think the first product that I ever got that I was like really disappointed with was this Dior primer. When I was coming back from Italy, I was in Italy, and I ran out of primer, and on my way back I was like, I have to pick some up. Like, I'm not gonna have time to get some tomorrow before I have to do whatever I have to do. So I'm in Rome and I go to the airport and I pick this up and I use it the next day, and oh my god, I hate this stuff. It is the Dior Pore Minimizer Skin Refining Matte Primer. And I was like, oh, this is perfect, like it's matte, like I have big pores, like I have oily skin, like it's just gonna work. It's like, this is exactly what I need. Oh my god, this is the worst primer I think I've ever used in my life. You put it on and like it looks okay at first, and then as you start to like rub it into your skin, like it gets chunky and it's like it peels, and it is like the absolute worst freaking thing ever. So like, I hate this. I don't know if there's like better Dior primers that like other people like, because I've heard people talking about Dior primers and they are definitely in the same bottle as this. Maybe there are different kinds that I should try, but I hate this. While we're on the subject of primers, I picked up a Makeup Forever Step 1, like they came out with a whole range of primers suited for a bunch of different skin types, and I picked up one that I thought would be good for me. It's the Skin Equalizer one, but it's matte. Like again, like I said, like I have oily skin and like it's pores, so like I figured like that would minimize pores, like. And this was just the sample size, so I was like, well, it's, like I'll see if I like it, and then if I like this, worst comes to worst, I can just try a different one. I also hate this. I loved it at first, and I like put it on my skin. It felt really good. I was like, oh, like it is actually like closing up my pores. Like I looked good, and then as I went to do my eye makeup, because I usually do my primer, then my makeup for my eyes, and then I come back and do foundation, just let the primer sit. It like turned white, like right around my nose, like dry spots. On my area, or like on my face, so like I don't understand how anybody with like remotely dry skin, like which I do not have, I don't understand how anybody could use this. Like I know that it says like mattifying, but like it's also the skin equalizer, so like you'd think that it wouldn't leave this white cast on me, but it does. Alright, the next thing I want to talk about is this Makeup Forever foundation. It kind of looks like I used a lot of it. It is the Makeup Forever Face and Body Foundation. I know that this is supposed to be sheer. It's face and body. I get that. But, I mean, I put it on and I feel like it's like this ugly yellow undertone on my skin, and it's really sheer, and I feel like it has no coverage whatsoever. Like, I don't even see the point. Like, I understand, like, wanting sheer coverage. Like, sometimes I want that, like, some natural look. Like, especially, like, if I'm on vacation or something, like, that would be great. No. Just no. It does nothing. I don't understand how it's a foundation. I just don't get it. It is just not there. It's non-existent. It makes my skin look yellow and like I'm not even wearing, I don't know, it's just terrible. I would only want to use like a sheer coverage foundation when I'm traveling, and like if I'm on vacation or something, and this is in a glass bottle, unlike the other Makeup Forever foundation, which I love. And it's hard to travel with glass bottles. I don't like to do that. So the next thing that I want to talk about are these little beauty blenders. I just recently used one because I wanted to confirm that I didn't like it, and I do not. They are the micro blending beauty blenders, the original ones, and they're supposed to be for like different spots on your face that are hard to get to with a bigger beauty blender, or like under eyes if you're using concealer, around your nose, between your brows, stuff like that. These are terrible. I love the original beauty blender. I use it all the time. Like 95% of the time that I wear foundation, I use my beauty blender. But these, like, I don't know, man. Like, they don't... I feel like if I tip my beauty blender to, like, this side here, I can get, like, right in those crevices, like, just as well. And plus, whenever I, like, get these wet, like, I get my beauty blender wet, even if I, like, squeeze out the water so it's, like, just, like, a little bit damp, no, I'm putting, like, pure water on my face. Like, I cannot get it out. I don't know why. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but I do not like these. And especially when I go to like put concealer under my eyes, like, I don't know, like, it's just water and it wears away my foundation, or like the foundation that's underneath. It wears away the concealer that I had on there, and it just soaks up all the product into this. It's not even spreading it or like blending it into my face. I don't know. I just don't like these, and I don't think they're worth the 20 bucks or whatever they are. I think you should just buy a beauty blender and use the pointed part of it. I don't know. The next thing that I want to talk about are Morphe brushes. Don't get me wrong, I do like some Morphe brushes. Like, some of them are really great. But some of them, oh my god, I hate them. They are so overhyped. Some of these brushes, they shed like crazy. Like, if I'm using them on like my face or my eyes, like, I will just see bristles like falling everywhere. Some of them I like, but like the ones that like shed like crazy in my mind is the M176. No, just don't buy it. It's just bad. The M200, like this is a crease brush and it falls everywhere. The M218. These three, I have a couple more than this, but these three are the death of me. I don't think I can use them. I feel like I need to throw them away. They are just so terrible. I can't do it. Like, the one thing that you would expect from a brush company, or like any makeup company, is to make sure that their brushes hold their bristles. Like, what is the point of a brush if it doesn't have bristles by the time you're done using it? Like, what is it, one use? I don't know. I just don't like them. Okay, the next thing that I want to talk about are MAC cream sheen glasses, like their lip gloss things. I have like 4 random ones. They're all from like limited edition collections that MAC had. So that was the reason that I bought them. But they are so sticky. Like, I understand that like a gloss or like glass, like whatever, it's supposed to be like sticky, but like these are like, don't go outside if it's gonna be windy for like half a second, because anything like that, like, I will be stuck like this for the rest of the day and it'll suck. Like, it's not like 1 or 2 hairs get stuck in my lips. Like, no, like everything is caught. Like, it is the worst. I like lip glosses. I can deal with some sticky, but like these are just so bad. Like, everything gets stuck to them and like it's hard to talk. You're constantly like that. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of these, so I stopped buying them after these 3 collections. Okay, the next thing that I have is this Tarte bronzer. It's the Amazonian Clay Bronzer Park Avenue Princess is the shade. I really thought this was like gonna be the like holy grail bronzer for me. I'm obsessed with buying bronzers. Like, one of my big drawers is like only bronzers. I was so excited to try this. Like, it's like, oh man, like this packaging is beautiful. Like, it's pleather. It has this like cute little like detailing, like snake skin or whatever animal that is. And then it has like this mirror. It's really nice and like sturdy. It's like a magnet closure. And like, I was like, oh, like even the bronzer has like the little design to match the outside. This bronzer is so bad. Like, it is not long lasting. I can wear it in an hour and a half. Like, it is gone off my face, and like it's muddy and it just doesn't stay, and it's orange. Like, I put it on and I look orange. And I don't mind warm tone bronzers, but this is like, I just went and spray tanned myself 40 times. Like, it's just not the right color. I don't know. I just don't like this bronzer. Another product that I'm like really disappointed in are these Too Faced melted, they're like liquid lipsticks that they have. I bought like 5 or 6 of these when they first came out, and oh my god, did I love them. I thought they were the greatest things. The shade range was amazing. But now that I've had them for so, like, not so long, but like a while, now that I've had them, they're like oily and like, I don't know, there's something wrong with like the packaging, like just kind of sad, because I used to really like these, and just I think over the time span that I've had them, they've kind of decreased in quality, so I don't know. Another thing that I was really disappointed by was the Urban Decay and Gwen Stefani eyeshadow palette. I was so excited for this collection. Like, I loved Gwen Stefani when I was younger, and like I wanted to be her. She was like so hot. And I was like, oh my god, like Gwen Stefani's doing a collection. I have to buy everything that she has. So I got this. I got the lipsticks and like a couple lip pencils. I love those. Like, those are great. The blush palette is so beautiful. I love it. This, no. Just no. Like, I thought the shades at first were really nice. I was like, oh, look at all these neutrals. Like, there's shimmers, there's mattes, and then they have like 3 pops of color. So like, if you want to do a pop of color on an eye look, like, you can. These shimmery shades, there is so much fallout. And I understand that like with pigmentation comes fallout, but these aren't even pigmented. So I don't know. Especially like Pop and Steady, like those ones fall out like crazy. And Pop is like the worst shade in, I think, this whole palette. Like the matte ones are okay, but like all the shimmer ones, no. Like they don't even show up right. This blue one is like the closest to the shade that it says it's gonna be because it's so dark, so it's like you put it on, you're like, oh, I see blue, I guess it's right. Yellow, no, like it does not come out yellow, like, no. And Harajuku, like, I'm pretty sure when I put that on my eyes, like, I'm putting nothing on my eyes. There's nothing there. So I don't know, I just don't like this palette. I think it was disappointing. I thought it was like beautiful and like the colors inside were like so pretty. And it has a really nice mirror. It's like a nicely made palette, but I don't know, just disappointing. Okay, another eyeshadow palette that I was really disappointed with was the Naked Smoky palette by Urban Decay. I have all 3 of the other Naked palettes, and Naked 2 is my favorite, and I loved them. Like, I thought they were the greatest things, and I was like, oh my god, a smoky palette, like, these are going to be beautiful. They even have, like, the purple and the blue shades. Like, if you want to do, like, a color one, you could do gray. Like, they have these beautiful colors in them. They are beautiful, I'm going to be honest. But, like, these first 4 shimmer shades have so much fallout, and they're not worth it because there's no pigmentation. Like this gray color Armor here, like, oh, it like, I just put it on my finger and it's already like all over me. Like it's like on my thighs. Like, and I don't know if you can see that, and I like go to swatch it and it's just like, where did it go? Like, I see that there's some shimmer, but like, I don't know, like, I just don't think that the Naked Smoky palette was worth the hype. Like, I thought it was beautiful, I'll admit it. I ordered it, like, pre-ordered it and, like, everything. Like, I was all about it. And then it came and I was like, no thank you. And I haven't really used it in a couple months. And I have one last eyeshadow palette that I was disappointed with. It is another Urban Decay palette. I feel like I'm kind of hating on Urban Decay in this video, but, like, I mean, I like Urban Decay. These are just, I don't know, coincidence. This is the Vice 4 palette. I'm gonna have to say, once again, these shiny shades, these shimmery shades, no, just no. Like, they are so beautiful in concept, and I love them, but they're just not as pigmented. Like, this is like the Naked Smoky one, and they're just like this. They're the exact same. This is Flame. You definitely cannot see this, for sure. But it is this, like, orangish color here. It's, like, a beautiful color, and I swatched it, and it literally went all over my hand. It just fell, and, like, it does not look anything like the shade that's on there. Like, it's pigmented, but, like, it's just not true to what the pan says it's gonna be. I understand that these Vice palettes and, like, all of the ones that Urban Decay has ever made, they never really have, like, their own, like, color group, and they're all just kind of like random colors, and like you're supposed to get wild when if you're only using the Vice palette, you know, mix things up. But like, I felt like these shades were either like too similar to each other or too different that I couldn't do anything with them. These 3 shades were too similar, but like they didn't look good together, so I couldn't use them together. I don't know, like maybe that's just me, but I just found that I couldn't do anything with them. Okay, and I have one more Urban Decay product that I just want to talk about. This is the Naked Illuminated Shimmering Powder, and the shade that I have is Lit. Looks like that. See, I just can't, I don't know if this is just me, but I personally cannot use this. Like, this is way too dark for my skin, and I know that it's supposed to be like an illuminator or like highlighter, whatever you want to call it, but it's just too dark. Like, I put it on and there's like an orange cast, and then there's shimmer in it, and I'm like, oh wow, that shimmer is beautiful. Like, oh my god, like, that is gorgeous, I love this. And then I put it on my skin and I'm like, oh, whoa, that's not what I signed up for. Like, I know that I'm pale, but I don't think I'm this pale. Like, I don't, like, this is, I don't know, it's just too dark for me, and I feel like there's a lot of people who were like in my skin tone range that just could not benefit from this. And the very last thing that I want to talk about that I was disappointed with was the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Cream Kit. I have the shade Light here. I don't know, like, I thought I loved this at first, and I just don't now. I don't know. I feel like a lot of the shades, or even the light kit, like these two shades are way too dark for me. Like, you can see that I've never used them because, like, I put this on and I'm like, is it gonna be too dark? Probably a little bit. But I don't know, like, I got light, and like, I know that I'm fair, but like, I don't know. And this is just like really yellow, like, it doesn't do anything for me. I've used it like just to swatch it, and I just don't like it. I like to contour and whatever. I love Anastasia. I love Anastasia's powder contour kit. It is my favorite contour kit I've ever used, ever. I love it. But this cream one, like, I just don't see myself reaching for it. And it's not because it's like harder to use or whatever and you have to blend it out, blah blah blah, it takes longer. I don't know, I just don't like it. There's other cream products that I prefer. Just not a fan of this specific contour cream kit. Alright, so that is all that I have product-wise that disappoint me. Usually if a product pisses me off too much, I kind of just throw it away or give it away to like family or something. Those are some of the 10-ish, I don't really know how many I had, products that I was really disappointed with, that I try to make work, but I can't. If you really like them, just tell me how and why you like them and what you do, and maybe I will change my mind. So thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe and comment below if you have anything to say.